Hello, this is Robert Veach from V Paranormal 1 again. I want to talk a little about lighting for ghost investigation. I have here one of those 160 LED, infrared LED lights that you can get on eBay and other places pretty inexpensively, ranging from about $50 to $80. One of the first things I did is it's quite heavy, and one of the reasons it's heavy is because they have a very thick, like a 1/4 inch pane of glass on there. And the only reason I can think they're using this is because this is what's typically used for quartz lamps, which generate a lot of heat. So this is really not necessary, and in fact this blocks some of the infrared light that comes out of the LEDs actually. So I removed this. That's the first thing I did. Another thing, let me set this down here. Another thing that I did was on the bottom of the actual light, I put a female 1/4 20 receptor nut on there, which allows me to connect it to a tripod, which is really nice to hold the light. And then I have, you can't see, but I have a little 12 volt lithium polymer battery that plugs into the light. I can turn the light on and off on it. One of the things I noticed about these lights, and they're all the same, is the array produces a spotlight. At about 20-25 feet away, the spotlight diameter, it's like kind of a rectangle. It's about maybe 6 feet by 5 feet. I didn't want to have a spotlight all the time. I want to have it a wider dispersion of the infrared energy. So let me take this off the mount here. So what I did here is on a set of hinges in the back, 2 hinges actually, I put a curved piece of plastic that I had. I melted it to a curve, and I put some of that ductwork reflective silver, very sticky tape material on here. And what this does is, as you put the light pointing towards the ceiling, you can drop this reflector down, and it forms a parabolic reflector, but instead of it being this direction, which would concentrate the light, I have it going in this direction, which is actually spreads out the light quite nicely. And you know what that gives you is the ability, you can actually change the angle of this, gives you the ability to light a pretty wide area pretty evenly, which I think is more effective, so that you don't have these hot spots and all this jerkiness of the infrared video going on while you're doing an investigation. So it's a real simple fix. It's just a hinge riveted on to the top piece of aluminum, and you know, just approximate the curve. You can melt a piece of plastic into it, piece of cardboard, put on that reflective ductwork tape you can get at any hardware store, and put a little mechanical stop here. I just put a little piece of rubber inside this so that it goes no more than 45 degrees on it. And this worked really great, as I'll show you a demonstration of some video. So by doing these changes, this thing is pretty light now, and I have the ability to diffuse the light, or I can go like that and go back to being a concentrated light for whatever the application is, for a close-up of an investigator or something to that effect, or a region you want to really highlight in infrared. So I think that's an important thing, to have the ability to diffuse the light, or to make it concentrated. Again, take away the glass panel, which makes it lighter, increases the infrared energy, and make a tripod mount on there so that you can use a standard tripod to hold your light during an investigation. Thank you.